I'm actually taking this bike a little bit further than I meant to. I'm actually quite enjoying riding the beast. It's actually quite good fun, surprisingly. I tell you what though, if you can ride one of these well, then you can ride anything. I mean cruisers in general. I mean, they're big, heavy bikes. And my opinion is if you can ride a big old cruiser well around town, slow speed manoeuvres. I mean, I think you can ride pretty much anything. I mean, my Aprilia is so much easier to ride than this. I mean, at slow speeds, this thing, you've got to be so careful. It's so heavy, especially if there's any loose gravel on the ground, because you put your foot down it, you slip away. And once this starts to go, I think when it gets to a certain point, I think there's no turning around. It'll be on the floor. And I imagine one of these isn't the easiest things in the world to pick up. I don't intend on trying it, but you know, it's if I had lots of miles to do, this would definitely be the bike of choice. Any sort of touring or anything like that. I mean, yeah, this is great. Do a 250. So no, let's see. This is the problem, I think. I know there's a bit of a split in the Brotherhood, if you like. I noticed that cruisers tend to get a real bad rap from sport bike riders, and vice versa. I mean, why can't people just enjoy the bike for what it is? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you have to ride it. I mean, like back then, if I was on my Aprilia and I nodded, I'm pretty sure he would have given me the nod back. But as I'm on a cruiser or a tourer, or I don't know what you want to call this, a bus, a sofa, armchair, I got ignored. Not that it bothers me, to be honest, but you know, I don't know what I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I have preferences of what I would choose to ride, and I choose to ride a sports bike. That is my preference, and when I get to the point, if my back gives out or my knees gives out or anything like that, I'll probably go for something like a supermoto, more of an upright position. But really, see this one nods. Hey, look, sport bike nod. 50% so far. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think there's a split down the middle where people on cruisers and sports bikes tend to ignore each other, or is it just like the hardcore cruisers and the hardcore sports bike riders who think that nothing else is as good as what they've got? Is it just them? I mean, I love all types of riding, and I love my sports bike. You know, I love it. I can't get away from it. This thing, it does what it does extremely well. I mean, it's not that quick. It's still quicker than most cars. It's comfortable. It'll get you from A to B on long journeys. You're still on two wheels. You're out in the open. I mean, it does what it does extremely well. My bike does what it does extremely well. It's a race bike, you know, it gets you from A to B extremely quickly. It handles well, sounds good, makes you smile every time you get on it. Same as a, I don't know, a supermoto. I mean, it does what it does very well. Around town or on the real tight twisties, it'll be quicker than a sports bike. As soon as you get to a bit of straight, obviously the sport bike's gonna take over. I mean, each bike does what it does well. I mean, a dirt bike obviously goes off-road well. But I just don't understand why certain people just can't enjoy the bike for what it is. If you want to do something on a bike, you have a certain type of bike. I'd like to get a trials bike, which is slightly different. If you go onto my page and look at my Muddy Wheels page, I mean, I love it. I grew up doing trials bike. That's what I grew up doing. It's not comfortable. You have to stand up all the time. You can't sit down on it, you know. But it does what it does. It does what it does very well. It go up and down obstacles, jump over tree stumps, over rocks, dirt bikes, you know, scramblers, you know, jump stuff in the dirt, sand, whatever. Each bike is good at what it does, and I just find it a little bit annoying where when people are so blinded, I guess, because they think they have the ultimate machine, and everything else is just crap. And I don't see things that way. Each bike is fantastic in its own way. Whee! Like I say, I mean, this thing is, I mean, it's not as, you can't lean it as far as mine, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge to try and ride it. But anyway, yeah, that's my rant over and done with. My opinion is each bike does what it does well, and I don't think we should give anyone grief for what type of bike they ride. We should all get together and get along like one big happy family. My opinion only, guys. Like I say, my vlogs, the way I my topics and that, everything I talk about is my opinion. I don't want to press my opinions on people, but if you're listening, this is what I think. If you don't like it, or if you don't agree, it's your prerogative. Anyway, guys, that's it. Like I say, I feel better now. I had a nice little rant. But yeah, please comment, please subscribe, like my Facebook page, because you'll get little preview clippets, or I tend to release videos a little bit earlier on YouTube, on Facebook before I go public on YouTube. So yeah, cheers, guys. Well, look, looks like we got a cruiser type thing, really. Yes, you know, oh, it's a rocket. Can't beat a rocket. If I go to the States to see my mum and dad, I'm going to do some vlogs from my dad's rocket. 3-cylinder. See, now that's something different. We talked about inline fours. We talked about V-twins. Perhaps I should do a vlog on singles and triples. There's a thought. Anyway, I said I was going. I'm going now. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.